So now I can use chapter select. Is it only a new game? Oh, whoa, no. We continue on. Here we go. Use the debug room to freely place enemies. I'm gonna check that out real quick, even though I have like so many questions that I want to have answered. So we know, so the tower was legitimately made to attack the fake human server, but the machines know that, right? The machines hacked all the information. They have everything about Yorha. So that means they should know that there's no real point to destroying the server. I guess at the same time they know that there is a point to destroying the server, actually, because it still has all the information about humans and the androids. So while the humans aren't alive up there, they're not shooting it because of the humans, they're shooting it because of the human data. Okay. When using the debug menu, the save functionality is disabled until you load a previous save. Alright. Simple model setting tools. What the hell is all this stuff? I can make a pigeon! Set on floor with a start. So I guess this would be something where you could come in and test out any enemy whatsoever and fight them in different ways, which is cool. Although it looks like it only works with basic enemy types. What about the actual... Man. Well, I have no idea what the hell that stuff means. Okay, we're gonna get out of here. I was hoping this would actually be more like I could fight bosses in here or something. That'd be cool. We fight the true bosses. Adam and Eve have like
is designed to end.
An unlocked
We are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death. Is this a curse? Or some kind of punishment?
Uh-oh.
I often think about the god who blessed us with this cryptic puzzle, and wonder if we'll ever have the chance to kill him.
I didn't mean to start a new game. Oops.
This is Command. Yorha Squadron, come in.
6-0.
All units have penetrated the stratosphere.
2B.
Autopilot systems green across the board.
This is Operator 6-0. All units confirmed.
We've passed the 50-kilometer threshold and are proceeding toward the target.
Understood. Once you reach their anti-air defenses, proceed to manual attack formation. Then destroy the Goliath-class unit by any means necessary, and gather what data you can.
Understood.
Okay, we're gonna quit out of this. You can't. I can't.
Rely on visuals to evade.
Yep.
Already engaged.
Unfortunately.
Movement unlocked.
Origin point of long-range lasers confirmed.
Son of a bitch! Take me out too!
11B, down. Our HO229 cancelers are ineffective.
That's the quickest way I can bring this to an end. Take damage
Alert.
from the
Enemy
laser.
unit sighted ahead.
If it won't let me quit out the normal way.
Requesting permission to engage.
Permission granted.
I'll just have to do something else. I think it's actually a legitimate joke ending too.
7E, down.
Although we might not be able to get ourselves killed because it's attacking once and then my health regenerates, son of a bitch. I guess I could talk about how the story's handled out so far with 9S and A2. I do find it pretty intriguing, the way that everything happened.
1D down. Assuming captain's duty.
I still have to fight with the machine concepts, though. And with the machine concepts, they started like talking about a whole bunch of things, and things just start popping up in my mind, and I'm like, alright, so this is just what we're doing with the infinite network linked consciousness stuff.
Multiple surrounding enemy air units confirmed. Requesting permission to assume mobile configuration.
Permission granted.
We were on the cusp of finding out more. Oh, I try to shoot my missiles, but right. You don't gain access to the missiles until later. So we're like doing New Game Plus, but at the same time not. At least in regards to the way this opening sequence is going. I can't skip the cutscene. I can't access anything. So we gotta watch out for that.
Captain, I think...
I think too.
To Operator 6-0. All allied units down. The operation is compromised. Awaiting further orders.
Operator to 2B. We need you to rendezvous with Unit 9S and begin gathering data on the local terrain.
Understood.
It's fun to see the beginning, though. After all the stuff that we went through, knowing what lies beyond it, and even learning more about how some of the other segments go, learning about the Pearl Harbor descent and going through this, we can get kind of an idea of how that must have gone. They're descending on the world and then just constantly half of their forces, almost, actually not even half their forces. They sent like 16 units, only like 4 people made it down? Or was it 20 units and only 4 made it down? Still, barely any of them made it past. That's kind of us. Except even worse, because we didn't even have that many people starting off. So they lost more, and A2 was the only survivor after the mission was said and over with. But I've enjoyed how this has been going out. I managed to avoid a lot of spoilers going into this. I've actually been like rushing, or not really rushing, but like focusing down on the game really hardcore in terms of recording. With like 12 to 14 hours of recording a day.
Alert. Heavy damage. Standard comm system down. Alert. Large enemy group detected.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
So I managed to not have to worry about a couple of things. Oh, come on, thank you. Alright, I'm just trying to get to the fucking main menu. Return to title screen. So you only have access to the chapter select from the main menu, I think. And because we were technically not in the main menu, because we were in the debug arena, that put us into this. But, yeah, what was I saying? I forgot. I'm ready to continue on, though. Chapter select. Oh, hey, look at this. It shows me all the quests that I have remaining. So we missed a quest here in Memories of Sand. We missed a quest here for Meatbox. And then we missed a quest here as well? What? Maybe they're quests that only show up afterwards. I know that at the very least for this one. For 2B. That's the flower mission. Okay, we can do that after we find out what else happens with everything else. So we're gonna go into the tower chapter. Ooh, and we can even choose the individual stuff. 9S and A2 both greet their final moments. Huh. Uh-huh. Okay, let's just choose this then. But I think what I was trying to say beforehand was, this has been very intriguing. It's been a fun experience going through this game, and minus the massive, depressing nature of this story, it was handled in the way that it had to be. I suppose.
This tower is a giant cannon. If we don't do...
So,
okay, alright.
We aren't human.
So,
but in order they built up the command.
9S is crazy.
Shut up!
And if we take control of 9S...
That's all we need to kill each other.
To be hated, to keep killing you. The night, but the
We're gonna have a bad time. The world's gonna end because of this. But my curiosity has led me to this. We're choosing 9S.
It doesn't matter. None of this matters.
9X!
The tower's gonna continue its launch?
Why do I long for humans like this? Why do I desire the touch of something that no longer exists?
It's how we were made. Androids were designed to protect their human masters. Our core programming demands that we...
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Fine. Just destroy it. If it all goes away, that'll solve everything!
Damn it!
This is intriguing to have our 9S battle be taking place from the side. It's different! Ah, shit! I'm gonna hack you, A2! There's nothing you can do about it! What? Does this say something? Wouldn't that be intriguing too? We placed a hidden message in the final boss fight of the game. Or a final boss fight of the game.
Take care of 9S.
The hesitation! No! I don't like this ending, cause holy shit. Oh my god. 9S doesn't even make it through his ending. We get fucking stabbed with 2B's sword. Whew. Fatal system error detected. Memory leak verified. Repair impossible. Beginning emergency evacuation of remaining memories. Are we gonna see our life flash before our eyes? My name is 9S. A newly manufactured scanner model. January 30th, 11,942. Rolled out at 4:25 a.m. bunker time. I will fight for humanity with all my strength. The pleasure is mine, Commander. I lie collapsed in a space of blinding white. The pain is gone. The light envelops me. It's so warm. I was anxious. A soldier from the moment I was born, thrown into the world alone. Nothing to rely on. No God to believe in. I was alone. Tasked with infiltrating enemy territory to gather intelligence. In the fog, in the flames, alone. My name's 9S. I'm here to provide support. 2B came off as being rather aloof, cold even. She must have wanted to distance herself from me. I guess she didn't want to be attached to someone she had to kill again and again and again. But Scanners like me mostly work alone, scouting enemy lines and all that. I don't usually get a partner. It's kind of fun. I was so happy to be with someone. It was like I had a family. My damage worsens. I start to lose my memories. The space fills up with pure white light. It's like being buried in snow. It's a little bit cold. It's a little bit frightening. Will my soul disappear? A dark fog clouds my vision. As it ebbs and flows in its slow, dreamlike way, it gradually takes human shape. It's the Red Girl. She slowly begins to speak. This tower is a colossal cannon built to destroy the human server. Destroy the server and rob the androids of their very foundation. That was the plan devised by those girls. But they changed their minds. They saw us androids. They saw Adam and Eve. They saw how we lived, considered the meaning of existence, and came to a different conclusion. This tower doesn't fire artillery. It fires an arc. An arc containing memories of the foolish machine life forms. An arc that sends those memories to a new world. Perhaps they'll never reach that world. Perhaps they'll simply wander an empty sky for eternity. It's all the same to the girls. For them, time is without an end. Adam and Eve are inside the ark. Eve is asleep. Adam holds him in a gentle embrace. He seems to be smiling at me. I try to look up at him, but my body refuses to move. Looks like the damage has spread to my motor functions as well. Will you come with us? Asks Adam. The question was completely free of malice. It seems I no longer had a reason to hate machines. Maybe I never had a reason in the first place. What have I been fighting for? Who have I been living for? I don't know anymore. I try to speak my mind, but the words don't come out right. My thought routines are losing cohesion. I can't remember my name. I'm mustering all my strength, I force out the words. I'll go with you. I'll stay. I'll go with you. We Yorha have no right to remain in this world. So they never intended to destroy the human server. Well, they did, but they changed their minds. They're abandoning this world. Which is technically what we wanted, right? For the machines to leave? Childhood's end. I like how they... So that kind of has the implication of 9S being forced to grow up throughout all this. At least I guess that's the way I'm perceiving that. Childhood's end. Or maybe that's talking about the machines. They've grown up and decided to leave the nest that is Earth. Maybe they'll go to college amongst the stars.
Report. All Yorha unit black boxes now confirmed offline. Our mission to oversee the progress of Project Yorha is complete. Proceeding to final stage of project. Commencing deletion of all data.
Wait.
Pod 153 to Pod 042. Data noise present in stream. Requesting temporary halt to perform data check.
Accept the pod's request? Yes.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. Data confirmed.
What else is going on?
For units 9S, 2B, and A2 appear to be leaking out.
Pod 153 to Pod 042. Follow project rules and delete all personal data.
Wait.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. Personal data deletion request denied.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hold up now.
To Pod 042. Failure to parse statement.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. There was data created in my banks as I was referencing the records. I realized something. I have come to the conclusion that I cannot accept this resolution.
The destruction of all Yorha units is an essential component of the project plan. All data must be destroyed.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. Repeat. Personal data deletion request denied. Initiating data salvage. Pod 153. You hoped they would survive as well, didn't you?
We lack the authority for such an action. The rules are protected by low-level systems. Salvaging data poses an unacceptable level of risk. Knowing that, do you still wish for them to survive?
Yes. So, that sounds like a big ol' game deletion mark. E, the end of Yorha. Ah! Oh
The
gosh.
defense program has initiated a purge. If this continues, our consciousness data will likely be deleted.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. We were created to execute the android's Project Yorha plan. We had no capacity for emotion. But when we six were connected and exchanged information, something happened. I cannot deny the feeling of something resembling consciousness and emotion being born.
Unable to reply.
I'm being attacked by the credits.
That not everything has to have an answer.
I don't know if I made the right decisions here. I said yes. And it was to save the data, right? I hope so. I might have just agreed to delete my save data. I have to survive the entire credit sequence. This is the true level of cruelty. But I like Pod 042's conclusion to things. Sometimes we don't need an absolute answer for everything. Although we did get a general answer for 90% of this story. Still don't know fucking anything about the machine concepts. Besides the fact that I guess they're just the memories of all the machines evolved. But where the hell did the tower come from? I kept on thinking the tower was responsible with something from like Project Yorha. I was waiting for a big plot twist that like Devila and Popula designed the tower to come out at a certain time and destroy everything. But it just, I guess, happened to be a coincidence. The machines sent out a tower at the same time that Project Yorha was allowing itself to end. And then the machine said, "Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna leave Earth. I think this is a good time to get out of here." Oh boy. You can pause. You can pause in case you don't want to go through the entire credit sequence while fighting for your life here. Oh, I don't know what ending E is. Someone gave a warning about saves being deleted. They said, "Oh, but don't worry. You'll have like 6 screens telling you or warning you that you're about to delete your save data." So I'm hoping I didn't fuck up. But I do want to save all the data from everybody, right? Maybe we can, if we survive all of this, 2B, A2, and 9S can be brought back to life in other bodies, even if it has to be machine bodies. I mean, hell, at the end of the day, they were literally made out of machine parts because of the machine cores. But of course, not every android would be made from machine cores, right? It was only really for the Yorha project because Devila and Popula existed before the aliens ever came down, so they would have had to exist before the machines. I wish we had a better name to refer to the machines. Because I think the problem with the word machine is that it's a very ambiguous term that allows itself to be very easy to demonize, well, the machines. But then when you're trying to sympathize with the machines, it can be a little bit on the harder side because, well, you're still using the word machines and it just becomes like a laughable mess. It's like if I just said human, right? And I'm just like, oh, all humans are bad. And but you're like, no, you would know immediately, that's not right. That's not right. If we had given them a name, then maybe things could have been different. And we could have made a clear difference between aliens, or rather machines, and the machines we can believe in. Oh, I'm gonna get hurt. Fuck. I was doing an okay job, but now the attacks are getting a little bit harder. Oh, I'm scared. I can only take one more hit. I'm gonna get PTSD from a credit sequence. and not because of a traumatizing after credit sequence and cutscene, but because the credits are actually attacking me. I gotta kill the big attacks, like, immediately. That's what it comes down to. The biggest techs give the biggest threats. I lost what I was saying already. I'm trying to stay alive. If I die, I could potentially lose everything. She did say, or Pod 153 did say there was a big risk to this, and we accepted the risk. Of course, you know, we accepted the risk without knowing exactly what the hell it meant. I knew that. I was like, oh, it's probably gonna be a hacking sequence. And it is, just not against what I thought. Hey, screw you, Japanism, Inc. With your massive attacks covering the entire screen. I wonder how this was proposed. Hey, what if we make the credits attack? They've gone through it like 5 times at this point. Oh, come on. At this point, I'm just kind of focusing down on things, because if this is gonna delete my saves, because I fail, I'm gonna do my goddamn darnest not to fail. Although if it leads to my saves being deleted because we succeed, shit. Connect to the network? Yes. Give up here? No? We continue fighting onwards, I suppose? I haven't been reading the credits so hardcore, but I think we're still, we retained a little bit of progress. They had some kindness and mercy in their souls. They aren't gonna completely screw us over for failing a bit of our hacking. But I'm still filled with worry. I still wonder if there's more to the story. Oh, Square Enix with their biggest attack! Shit. Alright, we're just gonna push in closer. It was the only way to do that. Fuck. Message received. Do you accept defeat? My voice may not reach you, but I'm in your corner? I do not accept defeat. Thank you, Switzerland. I think I might get assistance. Shit. Okay, maybe I'm not getting assistance. maybe I'm just getting some kind words from other players who have gone through this. My voice may not reach you, but they believe in us. Damn it. Is it all pointless? No. I've walked the same road as you. In any case, effort will be rewarded. China. You are alone, and yet still I want to help you, Japan. Thank you, Vince Ermros and Echo and Sunstorm 76. I guess? We keep pushing on, even if I keep failing. Fuck me, this is hard. The bullet hell segment decided to go full bullet hell. God damn it. Do you think games are silly little things? No, I don't. In the end, never surrender. I saw this through to the end. One thing is certain. You should do your best too. One thing is certain, show me what you're made of. USA! Hell yeah! That's what I'm talking about! Let's do this! This is the try! We believe in the power of USA. Didn't even read the name of the person who said that, but if I die again, at least I can read their name. Fuck! I pushed myself into that. No. I have to get past business division, at least. I'm dead. God fucking damn it! Do you admit there's no meaning to this world? I don't. You're holding up well, so let's see how this really ends. It was hard for me as well. In any case, glory to mankind. Do you like this game? In any case, it's not like you hate it, right? They're all urging us to continue, viewers. Even though this is hard, we have to push on. Fucking Square Enix is killing me. Okay, I killed it! I killed the business division! Hell yeah, fuck you and your money! Alright, if I stay far enough away, I can keep an eye on things. No, not the marketing division! The ultimate in combat weaponry! No! Oh, shit, something fucking is happening on my desktop. No! No! Come on. Mouse, come back. Come back in. Balls. Okay, we're good. Damn it, Neuronaut! No! I got killed because of fucking Overwatch updating in the background and asking to update the Blizzard update. Or Blizzard app. Son of a bitch. Offer received from Sunstorm. Accept offer? Sure. Oh, hell yeah. We're getting help! No! Sunstorm's data has been lost! Camu's data has been lost! Oh no! If I get hit, they lose their data? This is the sacrifice they were willing to make for us? I have to try my best now. I can't allow myself to get hit as many times as before, because it's no longer just me. It's me and the other players. Because we're all in this together. Shit, 2B's data's been lost again? No. I never thought I'd have to, 1, fight in the credit sequence like this, and 2, kill the marketing division and every other division over and over again. But now that we have the power of others, no! We can do this! It's actually, oh jeez. The amount of bullets that are coming out of us make it a little bit hard to see what the fuck's flying at me. I'm so sorry. At this point, we just keep pushing on. They accept the sacrifice, and I guess at some point I'm gonna have to accept the sacrifice. But as we continue, as we push onwards, at some point, we can finish this. Dude, the Square Enix thing has come in so many times. Oh no, not the producer! Watch the final one be like Yoko Taro. Oh my god, we made it through.
Everything that lives is designed to end. They are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death. However, life is all about the struggle within this cycle. That is what we believe.
Hey!
Pod 153 to Pod 042. How is it going?
I am embarrassed.
Why is that?
I launched a suicide attack, and yet, here I am, still alive. I must look very silly.
Do not feel bad about it. We are alive, after all. And being alive is pretty much a constant stream of embarrassment.
That concept is a bit too abstract for me to understand at this time. I will save it in my list of things to analyze later.
Question, Pod 042. Did the data salvage restore all of their past memories?
Yes.
And are those recovered parts of the same design as previous ones?
Yes.
Then, won't that simply lead us to the same conclusion as before?
I cannot deny the possibility. However, the possibility of a different future also exists. A future is not given to you. It is something you must take for yourself.
So they reassembled 2B and 9S. That's good, right? But they said the same thing's might happen. A2. And they even gave her long hair back. But why would the same conclusions happen?
To player.
Uh-oh,
Please
fourth wall.
respond to this query. Do you, faithful player, have anything you would like to say to other players who are suffering because they cannot finish NieR Automata?
Sure. All right, we can think of something to say. All right. So, we have to change things up. I like A2. I like 9S. I like 2B. I'm a Popula fan. I'm a Devila fan. Right. You and I are the same. I'm serious, even if it's just a game. I'm confident in my shooting abilities. I'm not confident in the dodging abilities. You're the one who knows fear. Wait, tomorrow's Monday? Tomorrow's my day off? Oh my god, I just kind of want to like read through all of these now. Look at all these options. Limits exist to be broken. Now that sounds badass. Limits exist to be broken. One thing is certain. Wait, no, that's two up there. Limits exist to be broken. In which case, put your back into it, you censored. Wallow in despair. You can just put down the controller. Give up the game? No, that's mean. You're wasting your time. Why is the other half, like, really mean-spirited? Don't give in to temptation. The night has just begun. No, survive! Yes! Or we could say never give up the struggle. In which case, never give up the struggle. Hell, heaven, parallel world, the fourth dimension. Look at all the places you can change it to. We're staying USA. Stand true to where we are, alright?
Pod 042 to player.
Hello.
Please respond to this query. You, faithful player of this title, have lost your life multiple times to make it this far. You have faced crushing hardship and suffered greatly for it. Do you have any interest in helping the weak?
I do.
Selecting this option enables you to save someone somewhere in the world. However, in exchange, you will lose all of your save data. Do you still wish to rescue someone, a total stranger, in spite of this?
I do. But I have to think about it. Oh, shit.
Understood. Returning to title screen.
You're 2B, right? My name's 9S. I'm here to provide support.
Copy that.
Alrighty, so I guess that's kind of that. I tried to back up my saves, and the universe said, no, you're not doing that. You're gonna accidentally say no to Pod 042, and you're gonna commit to what you were doing already. And I said, alright, fair enough. I do want to do the side missions anyways, so yeah, unfortunately we do not send our message into the world via our save going out to save other people, but hey, you know what? We send out our message via the Let's Play. So keep on trying, people. And while my saves ghost won't be able to help you out as a shield, you have my encouragement. But you know what? I think this will be the finale. This won't be the final part of the Let's Play because I still do the side missions in the future, but that will be a separate video. And then I also have to do the DLCs that come out for NieR Automata, especially if they're like really good story stuff. I'm going to be playing those in the future. But for now, it is April 26th as of me recording this. I kind of took a couple of weeks in between beating Ending E and me recording the actual review because I thought I was going to do the side missions between things, but we got a little occupied. But I digress. I really enjoyed this game. And I think if this video wasn't already going to be like 30 to 40 plus minutes long, I would end up gushing a whole lot about it. But I think I want to try and just kind of sum up my thoughts. So first and foremost, if I had to give this game a rating, absolutely without hesitation, 10 out of 10. This was an amazing game, and it makes me want to go back and play the original NieR because I never did in the first place. So we're gonna definitely do that in the future as well. And that will give us a huge level of context because, yeah, everything about Project Gestalt, that was the original NieR. So, gotta go figure stuff out with that. And Devil and Popla, they were in the original NieR apparently as like bad guys. So, gotta find out stuff about them. Woo, jeez. Still, regardless, even without playing the original NieR Automata was intense. I was engaged with the game's story and with everything going on. And besides a couple of slip-ups with things, I'd say namely my biggest complaint would be the difficulty being too easy on normal. Apparently people were like, oh, the game is really good on hard, but I shouldn't have to lose my lock-on feature for the game to become more, you know, like to take more damage from enemies and for them to be more of a threat, right? I feel like that's kind of a weird thing to do on my first playthrough of the game. But a second playthrough of the game, if I were to play the game a second time, I'd definitely play it hard. Still, this was amazing. I mean, just like every single thing that happened, obviously you have the amazing music, you have the amazing visuals, there are amazing character designs and things like that, but just the way that everything is directed. The biggest example I can give is the way that Route C officially started. When the bunker is suddenly infected and all the operators are attacking you and the commander is just like, no, go, I'm already infected. And then you have that fucking amazing soundtrack start playing as the place is blowing up and you have the director's credits start playing and it says NieR Automata as everything's going on. You're like, holy shit. We just played like a 30-hour prologue, right? That's pretty much what the beginning of Route C was like. And that's amazing. That's something we don't really get in a lot of games. A lot of games just kind of give you, here's a 6-hour crappy story, or here's a 50-hour, really awkwardly open-ended story that isn't really well handled. But here's something where, while there were a couple slip-ups, it's not a perfect game, it was still amazing. Every single moment that needed to hit. And while I personally didn't actually end up crying at anything, it still fucking left me like just legitimately shocked and aghast. Even if I could like call all the plot points the second I heard something relevant to them, it was still like, oh my fucking god, what? The humans are dead and they've been dead for thousands upon thousands of years and Yorha made it up and put the fucking shit on the moon? Oh no, 2B's infected and dead and oh god, here's all this other stuff and whew, it's really great, you know? And that's not even to mention that the general gameplay is is pretty engaging as well. Again, the game ends up being a little bit too easy, but it was still fun to mash buttons and have my character dodging through attacks, slowing down time, and then just like decimating things with tons of swords or hacking or with my pod's attacks or with my pod's abilities. The way that they handled the skill system in the game with the plug-in ships, while I would have liked a better way to get more plug-in ships or like to compress plug-in ships for like a cost or something rather than leaving it all up to RNG, it was still a system I was like, oh, once I started to get it, it's like, I want to have optimized things so I could have more and more plug-in ships at the same time and be just awesome. And we were awesome. We were killing enemies and getting health all the time. It kind of made the game too easy, but it was still generally fun. And it actually really surprised me that I like, because I beat the game. I got so engaged with it. I played all 40 hours of NieR Automata in the course of like 4 to 5 days. And by the time I started posting it, I was already pretty much almost done. And so when I started getting comments and I started having people go like, man, this game looks like it sucks. Oh, I hate this game. And I'm already all the way invested. I'm like, nope, I disagree. Because, yeah, I don't know. I got really invested into things. And maybe that's on me for getting invested in the games really, really easily. I kind of get invested in a lot of stuff, but it never really super annoyed me or pulled me out of the experience drastically. Everything hit the note that I felt like it needed to. And again, if we were doing like a 30 to 60 minute review, I think I would start to like really splice into stuff. But this was an amazingly well-told story, and it makes me want more NieR. And so I definitely gotta play the original NieR, and I have to hope that either there's another NieR in the future, or Yoko Taro just does some other super amazing, deep, depressing thing with awesome music and awesome combat, because I need more of this. I need more of games that actually make me somewhat care about the characters, and even really care about the characters like 9S. Oh my god, if we hadn't played through the story as 9S, we probably wouldn't have had the same appreciation of him as we ended up doing throughout the rest of the stuff. And seeing all the stuff that happened to him, and just like the tragedy that was 9S's life in perspective. Holy shit, guys, that was intense stuff. But I don't want to drag too long. I've already been kind of rambling for like 7 minutes here, and obviously we've rambled on long enough everywhere else. But this was an amazing game, and if you watched all the way through this, hopefully you guys enjoyed me enjoying the game, pretty much, because absolutely, again, 10 out of 10. If I had to make a list of games that I just say would recommend to anyone, this would be up there. I mean, you'd probably get a better experience if you had played the original NieR, but even by itself, it's just such a good fucking game experience, and we need more good games like this. So, thank you guys for watching this Let's Play. I am going to do the side missions that we missed, including the depressing one for 6-0, where if we had done that, we would have heard lines from her during the opening of Route C, which would confirm that she was infected and that she died with everybody else. And that's so depressing. Holy shit. Anyways, we're going to do the side missions, we're going to do the DLCs, but for now, thank you guys for watching this Let's Play. I will see you guys later.